Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bounty Hunter series here in Elite Dangerous. In today's episode we're going to do a settlement raid on a faction of pirates that have, I don't know if they've taken over a settlement or they're just in a settlement or whatever, but rather than just going and trying to take out a single target in a super stealthy secret squirrel kind of way, we're going to actually go to a place and ideally exterminate the entire settlement because it's all pirates and we're being paid to do it. So let's see how that goes. I haven't really done one of these in a very long time. Because they're pirates, I would imagine that we're not going to have to worry too much about bounties, so we should be okay, but let's go see how this goes. The difficulty for this is only a number 3, so I'm not too worried about it being... Can we... Oh, am I in Maka right now? I think that's probably what's going on. Let's see then. Yeah, I think we're in Maka right now. So let's hop out of here, and then we'll see if we can find where we're supposed to be going. We're supposed to be going to a settlement, so I would imagine... There we go, right there. Let's get the target locked. We'll get off this station and head over towards our destination.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Okay, go off in this direction here. I'm not sure how long this is going to take us to do, and if it ends up being a super short video, then it ends up being a super short video, but we'll see how it goes.
Drive charging.
And because I'm not sure how long it's going to take, and because I don't really feel like it's going to take that long to just run in and blast everybody to death, I'll just leave it in real time. We only have 56 light seconds to get over there anyway, so let's see. I screwed that up. I was only supposed to go up to 5C, and I ended up doing more. So we'll turn around and try to fix that. Oops. That's fine. I will use the excuse that it's been a while since, I'm still trying to get back into flying this stuff again, and I don't have it all muscle memory anymore. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Let's hop over this way, get around the body of this here, and hopefully start blasting some dudes. It'd be nice if this is just kind of like a nice little straightforward, killing people kind of thing. Sneaking around is, interesting, but sometimes you just want to go in and blast people to death. So let's start slowing down. I feel like I'm starting to hear the whining noise to indicate that we're over speeding.
Orbital flight engaged.
We need to get ourselves down to, as we get closer to the drop zone, you want to be right at around 10 kilometers per second. Once it becomes obvious that your deceleration is strong enough, you can start bumping the throttle up. And then once you're below 10, you can almost, you don't have to wait. You don't want to do it too soon, but you can almost max it out, and then you'll be good for your orbital cruise. So let's get ourselves, let's turn the volume down here a little bit. I feel like it's overpowering my ability to hear what's going on. No weapons zone entered. Now, there's a good possibility that... Oh, what am I doing? If you feel like you're going too fast, just start flinging your pitch around. The thrusters will slow you down generally.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, let's disembark and see about killing these guys. Now, I could use the rifle, but realistically, that's going to hinder my mobility, and I do almost as much damage with my pistol as I do with the rifle. I just don't have the same accuracy with the range. But we'll see. If I can get some clear shots at some dudes that are just standing around from far away, then we will. We have 20 dudes that we need to kill here. So that could actually take a little bit of time, depending on, breaking into buildings and things like that. So we're on the lookout for guys that are patrolling around. If they get close, we'll pop into pistol mode. If we can take some shots at some guys that are far away, like if I can get up on this building and just start taking shots at people. Now, we're supposed to kill the settlement occupants here, but... That's one. 3. So I can one-shot these dudes for the most part. don't... Sorry, there's another one there. Too far away, I think. Okay. Just gonna swing around this way to see if maybe I can get better repositioning. The more of these guys we can take out before raising any kinds of alarms, the better. I definitely don't want to make that thing mad at me, so... Let's go over this way. Get up on this building. So we've gotten 5 out of the 20 that we need to get. If I can stay out of line of sight, I can get most of the outside guys done without raising any alarms or anything. There's one guy here. Takes care of him. I don't want to walk around with my weapon out because it's gonna... that's conspicuous. Okay. I'm not sure why that's not doing anything. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain at all. I'm glad it's just kind of doing its own thing. If I can get in this command center, I can disable this stuff. I don't see anybody nearby, so I think we could potentially get away with breaking in here. Oh, you know what? Isn't there... Okay. About to say, I knew there was a way to get in. I knew there was a way to, like, force your way in.
Entering pressurized environment.
Wait, Commander.
Works for me. I still need to overload the door, though, because it's going to trap me in there, I think, without the security clearance that I need. I mean, I guess if I just... I guess I could just... This will give me the security clearance I need, then I don't need to do that anymore. How about that? How about we do that?
Entering restricted area.
Okay, so that takes care of that. I want to turn off the alarms. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. I want to disable any authorization scans in case, for whatever reason, I need to do that. And then I need to find the turrets and security systems so I can turn those off. I don't really care about grabbing items here. I have enough in the way of those kinds of things that I don't need to worry about it.
That came from the restricted area.
I may have just screwed myself. But we're gonna disable all of the turrets. I don't know if you can disable that drone, but I think by turning the alarms off, I believe that disables the drone as well. So I think we're okay.
Anti-personnel turrets disabled.
All right, so we have 11 more dudes to kill. Ideally, most of the danger has now been actually dealt with. I think most of the danger has now been dealt with. We've turned off all the authorization scans, so I can basically just run in at will and kill people, so...
Gonna go check.
Okay, that's 12. I don't see anybody out there. So we'll just run through the buildings real quick. Try to keep an eye on the radar to make sure that We don't miss anybody. Usually there's one dude inside of here.
Dangerously low temperature detected.
I don't really want to wait on the shutdown process, so that's why I'm not bothering with that.
Entering pressurized environment.
I don't see anybody on the radar, so I think we're okay. Oh,
You asked for.
I asked for what? I didn't ask for anything. I took from you, so that's it. You can start talking your crap all you want, but you're done. All right, is that everything? I think that might have been all of it. Did we come in here before? Nope, there's a dude here.
Which way you? You walk for this.
Sometimes you just miss. Two more. I don't know how long it's going to take us to find them either. Oh, nope, there's one. So there's one more person left on the settlement here. Unfortunately, I mean, we could probably use a terminal to find them. Let me find a terminal. If maybe we'll be lucky and happen to run across them, but
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized environment.
let's get the night vision turned off. So hopefully I can have a little bit. The night vision's great for finding things when you can't see, but a lot of times it really decreases your ability to make out fine details. So when you're running around like this, especially like outside and there's actually light and you can see, it's usually better to turn the night vision off. So I don't know that this is actually going to tell me who's left. Oh, nope, it does. Okay, cool. I'm glad that they kind of fall off the little radar there by the time everybody else is dead. So it makes it easier to find these guys once you're not sure where they are anymore. So I think this guy might be inside the building. Yep, he's in the building. So is there a door over here that I can get to? Let's get the night vision turned on so I can see. So he's in this building. I need a door. Does not seem like there's one over here. So we'll go around the building and we'll come back at him the old-fashioned way, I guess. So he is upstairs.
Environment.
Am I able to... No, I gotta go this way. So he's right over there. We'll take him out here, and then we will be done with this mission. Bye-bye, sir. Or ma'am. Sorry. Okay. That takes care of all of that. We have eliminated the entire settlement, which is exactly what we were trying to do. So now we just need to get back to our ship and get back to the station. This was a in the future, if there's a settlement raid available that's more of like a 5 or 6 danger, like this was a little bit too easy, obviously. So, you know, in the future, now that I know how easy this is, we'll try to tackle some more difficult options, because that was, you know, relatively easy to do. But, you know, the overall premise of run in, disable the alarms, try to stealth kill as many dudes as you can, it prevents getting to the point where you get swarmed. But at the same time, sometimes it's easier to just trigger the alarm and then let all of the guys come to you, and you just find a bottleneck to just take them out. A lot of times that can be an easier way to deal with it. And I gotta wait for my sprinting to come back. There we go. And back to the ship we go. Cool. So that was a relatively easy mission, but still, I know it was fairly action-packed. I can dig it. Away we go. Let's get ourselves. Well, first off, let's get rid of the settlement filter there, and then we'll go back to Batuta Beacon.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so this time I'm gonna try to get it to where I actually go to 5C. Unfortunately, when you're pulling out of the atmosphere, there's a point where it like exponentially starts increasing in speed, so it becomes very difficult to time the 5C thing. And also, just stopping it at a really low C number is just really difficult because it's hard to know. You have to recognize that it's switched to the C scale itself, and then you also have to have the timing to be. You also have to have the timing to be able to switch it off right there at the right moment so that you don't end up overspeeding. But we're close enough now that we can go ahead and bump the speed up to under 5. And then hopefully we won't overshoot it if I keep the vector pointed straight at the beacon. We should be okay. There we go. And then as we always do, we boost to the station, wait for 7.5.
Docking request granted.
Get the night vision turned on because I can't see. I think we're on the bottom side of it again, so let's get around to the other side. We'll get our landing done, we'll turn in our quest, and that will be it for today's episode. What are we looking for? Landing pad 2, this is the one we're going for.
Landing gear deployed.
And that's it. All right, so thank you very much for watching this episode. Be sure to please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people do like to go outside of YouTube to help out the channels. So that option is there for your convenience. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next video, and I'll see you then.